All right, folks, we are back with number 6. I have already copied it over onto my page to save some time here in the video. We do have the percent of various types of locations of U.S. households with internet service. S can be approximated by that equation. Bear in mind that this book is sort of old, so some of these problems will reference things that are sort of like, man, that's kind of weird. Like, doesn't everybody have internet service now? Or doesn't everybody have a computer in their household? It's probably pretty close now, but when this book was published, probably in the early 90s, that was not the case. So at any rate, we have the percent of households with internet services, S, is modeled by an equation, where C is the percent of those households with a computer. According to this equation, what percent of households would need to have a computer before the percent of internet services reached 75%? And so we have 75% being put in for S there, folks. We are not going to change it to a decimal because, again, just like with the other one, that is already accounted for by it saying that it's a percent in the problem. So we will leave it as 75. So we will have 959C minus 1,000 times 75 is equal to 456.8. And so we are going to bring Wolfram in to help us with this one, folks. One thing I do need you to recognize about Wolfram is that when we have to sometimes be careful about the variable that we use in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the C, and you will see that Wolfram is going to say, hey, do you want me to interpret this as degrees Celsius, or do you want me to interpret this as a variable? And so in this case, Wolfram is going to say, it's assuming C is a variable, and it's asking, do we want to use it as a unit instead? The answer to that is no. But it is not giving us, oh, there it is. The solution is way down there. There we go, 78. So we've got C. And in this instance, folks, I want to show something. I could change that C to an X, and it would take that warning that Wolfram is giving me that it's kind of confused about what I'm asking it away. So you'll see that that disappeared. And my solution is still the same, 78.6828. And so again, as everything else, folks, these numbers in this class mean something. And so in this case, what we are seeing is that the percent of households with a computer must reach 78.68, I'm just going to round, percent before 75% will have internet. So at the time when this book was written, I don't think there was such a thing as a smartphone. And so the only way to get access to the internet would have been through a computer. And so they were shooting to have 78.68% of households having a computer in order for 75% of households to have internet access. All right.